Good day everyone, Jenny here from Chill Lifestyle. So yes, or no pick a card readings. That's what we're going to look at. Going into February. Wow. Okay, February. You may start to feel some changes in your life. I know Neptune's already moved. We've spoken about that. I've done the videos. But February might be the month that you start to really feel it. You might have the sudden urge to do something because now we've got Saturn moving into Aries as well, and we're going into the fire horse. Okay, so I think Saturn moves in around the 15th or 16th, and that's around the same similar time. I can't remember the exact dates that Saturn then moves into Aries. And Saturn's the teacher, you know, less is more, teaches you lessons, structure, how do we do it. And Aries is very much being a leader, so it's no more victim mentality. It's not going to work for you anymore. Okay, if you've been blaming the world, being in this illusion that life owes you something, you may be stuck with some very serious lessons. Okay, you need to take ownership of your bad luck, your bad money situation, your bad relationships, and take the lead. You know, you don't like your situation, Saturn will show you the lessons that you are needing to learn so that you can take responsibility of your money, of your situation, what you need to do, how do you do it, where do you go from it. Okay, and if you don't take that lead, you're going to struggle. Okay, universe is not there to make it easy for us. Oh, look, and then there's light. But it is there to say, look, you know, what you are wanting, you don't have to work hard as in work an 8 to 9 to 10 hour day working, but you have to work within, go within, do the healing work, okay? So that you're no longer dealing with these lessons and you can go after what you are wanting. You are the only person standing in your way. And if you don't know what it is, it's like you're going to have the sense of drive and power and, you know, ambition coming up in February to go after something, to do something. That passion's going to kick in. But again, if you've got any fears, it's now time to cut the illusions and it's time to work on these fears. Okay, so let's get into your yes or no selection. Thank you. Comment, like, subscribe, and goodbye. Perfect. Here's your selection. Okay, so pile number 1 has an amethyst. Pile number 2, bloodstone. Pile number 3, clear quartz. And pile number 4 is a rose quartz. Pause the video. Get your question first. Call in your guides, whoever you believe in. Okay? If anything, believe in yourself, call in your higher self. Ask the question. And then wait. Sometimes you're not going to get the yes or no, but you may get the answers you're wanting in a weird way. Okay? Sometimes spirit guides will be talking about something else that you need to know. So take that into consideration. And if the pile does not make any sense and nothing I'm saying is making sense, come back and relook. Maybe you're not using your psychic powers of hearing or seeing or, you know, feeling a certain number. Okay. Sometimes looking at the timestamps, there's odd numbers. Maybe one of those numbers is a birth date or someone else's, maybe it's your lucky number. Anyway, I'll see you at your pile. Hello, if you chose the amethyst or pile number 1, then this is your reading. Okay, pile number 1. There's something you're very passionate about. Okay, so this could be anything. Project, love affair, changing your life. Maybe you're just really passionate about having a new beginning. And you may have trying to balance maybe your budget to make something happen, or you've been really battling with money or needing or your time and work. Something's out of balance. Something's out of balance. You haven't managed to balance up something in your life, whatever it is. Maybe there's too much work and not enough play, too much hard work, not enough time for yourself, too much debt, not enough money to go around. Whatever it is, it feels like the skills you are learning at this point is learning how to work with others. So how do you work in partnership with others so that you have more time? Maybe you try to do everything yourself, but you don't ask for help, and then get very angry and bitter because no one wants to help you. Okay, there's a need to collaborate with others in order to get something. Okay, if you're needing more time and you're too busy at work, learn to ask for help, learn to ask for others, learn to collaborate instead of trying to take it on yourself. Because when you try to take everything on yourself, things fall apart. Okay, and it does feel like you've been a little bit hold back emotionally. Like, again, I'm not interested in anything else because I'm laser focused on one thing, and then letting something slip, or forgetting to do things, or forgetting things. Again, there's this need to bring other people in, or being in the right collaboration with the right people. Okay, maybe you dealing with people. Sorry, I have got different people, so I've got to try every situation here. You might be dealing with people who are not committed to you, but you're giving too much to them. There is a bit of an imbalance in your current situation, whatever that is. An imbalance of money, time, or give and take. Okay, and there is a sense of being emotionally pulled back. Maybe like, well, no one's going to help me. Woe is me. Pity, pity party. But, sometimes you're going to ask. People can't read your mind. Some people have got you must remember, every person on this earth has probably got their own emotional trauma going on in their minds, and they think that their trauma is terrible. So they don't purposely ignore you, but maybe you need to ask, okay? Because I do feel like there could be fighting. So instead of feeling overwhelmed in your situation, there's rather fighting. And maybe this person doesn't change. Maybe even if you do ask, this person doesn't come back. And then you've got to make a bit of a decision in your life as to whether you want to stay in a situation, or whether you want to move or change directions. Because there's definitely some kind of betrayal here. And it could be, again, someone who says they're like in a relationship where it's just passion and they're there for the bedroom scenes, but when it comes to actually being there for you when you're sick or when you actually need them, there's always other people that they're juggling, and there's always other people that they would rather help than to be there with you, or which is a betrayal in some way. Or this is you betraying yourself because you hold on to everything, and you don't want to be part of a team, or you want to be part of the team, but you don't tell people you're part of the team. I don't know. Hopefully this is resonating with you in some way. Again, change direction. We've got two cards. Change direction, change direction. There's something you need to change direction in, okay? Whether it is splitting up with people, walking away from jobs that I don't want to give back, leaving something in your life behind, and maybe it's searching for something better. It could be emotionally leaving sabotage you apart. Someone who does, some form of sabotage in your life, and walking away from that and searching for something. The biggest lesson for you, pal number one, is independence, is learning how perhaps you can do things alone, or you are quite strong. You're stronger than what you think. You can handle money alone. You can handle being single. You can handle doing everything yourself, but not necessarily saying that you have to, okay? You can bring in the right people. The Ten of Cups is reminding us that there are people out there that are willing to help you out. You just have to ask. And if the people that are in your current situation not helping you, then maybe it's time for you to go look for people that are willing to help you, okay? And there could be a very kind, loving, stable, mature person coming into your life. This could also be you giving yourself love and respect enough, more self-care, more love, enough to ask. And there's definitely some kind of stability coming in, okay? This could be a mentor that can mentor you through this, help you with a business, or help you with your career. This could be a lover that's a stable, secure person that you don't have to beg for their time and energy and effort, because this person will give you the love that you're needing. Whatever your question is, pile number one, it is a yes. Thank you so much, and goodbye. Hello, if you chose the bloodstone or pile number two, this is your pile, this is your reading. Pile number two, I feel like you're needing a new joyful situation in your life, because you're dealing with a lot of stress, a lot of something that you didn't want to see. You may be seeing something that you refused to see before, okay? And it does feel like something that hurt you, because you didn't see something, or you wanted to believe someone was a good person, and then you found out that they were a cheating, horrible person, or you just found out they were narcissistic, or your best friend, and you realize that they've lied to you all along, something like that, okay? Or someone, you didn't want to see someone for being an alcoholic or a drug addict, and then you've now created, whatever it is, there's some kind of pain for something you didn't want to see, okay? And you need a bit of time out, a bit of a recuperation. It does feel like you may be feeling a little bit low, pile number two, left out financially, blocked. Maybe someone spent your money and you didn't want to see that they had a gambling problem, and now you left broke and alone. And it does feel like you don't feel victorious right now. Spirit wants you to know that there are options for you. There are other options to your situation. Things are not as bleak as what they seem. Okay, there's either better lovers out there, or a new lover that could be better than what you're dealing with, or there's other ways for you to be helped out of this situation. But you have to take off the blindfold to see it. Okay, you can't keep not wanting to see it because you're scared of the emotion, or you're scared that if you do see this, you have to break up with this person, or you have to let someone go in your life. You can't do that anymore because it seems like it's just leading to nightmares, anxiety, health problems, stress, so much anxiety here. And I just feel like, again, there's a lot of passion for someone. Maybe your intuition is passionately giving you an answer. You want something that's stable, but the situation's not stable. Okay, I don't really know what this is, but this one's a no. It feels like a very heavy pile, so I'm really sorry, but you do have options. So don't think that you're alone. Don't think that you can't get out of your situation. Spirit wants you to know that there are options, okay? And you might start to see, because the illusions will be gone. Maybe next month you'll finally start to see that there are choices and options ahead of you. And it might be a harsh choice because it might lead to pain or walking away. But I feel like once you do, you will realize that there are better circumstances out there. Okay, sorry for the heaviness. Comment, like, and subscribe, and goodbye. Hello, for those who chose pile number 3. Pile number 3, you have worked very hard on something, okay, whatever this is. Maybe it's manifesting. Maybe you've put a lot of effort into your work. Maybe you put a lot of effort into yourself. There's something that you've worked very hard for, and you're waiting for the results, you know. Maybe you've studied really hard and you're waiting for test results. There's something that is going to pay off. Spirit wants you to know that it is going to pay off. You've done all you can. So this is one of those, now it's waiting to receive, okay? You may be a little bit standoffish at the moment, closed off, but don't close yourself off to, you kind of need to be open, like, universe, I'm open for solutions. I'm open to receive. I'm open to whatever you have to come my way, as long as it's good and for my highest good. I'm open to it. Don't try to hold on to one way of getting there, okay? Maybe that's what's blocking you. It's the holding on that it has to be this man, this look, this country, this job, for example. You need to be a little bit more flexible is what I'm getting here, okay? Because there could be competition or fighting or not being in harmony with your manifestation. So try to loosen up and know that the perfect soulmate, the perfect job, prize, home, project will come your way, okay? This is a gift from the universe. They want to bring this to you. Again, you've done all you can. So now you're going to put your hands in the air, let it go, and have faith that it's coming, okay? And you've got to say, universe, I now let this go with you. And you need to literally physically see yourself letting it go. Do a manifestation, release it, cut all the cords or any attachment to the outcome, and just say, universe, I trust that you will bring what's best for me in the highest good. Whatever it is, bring it for me. I now let it go and allow you to bring it to me. You may have you may be defending yourself, or again, there's some kind of pushback here. The minute you let go, things are going to move quickly. Communication's going to happen, travel's going to happen, things start to flow, okay, and a wish will be fulfilled. And this wish could very well be, you know, family money, or receiving bonuses, or something is just really stable, like a relationship as well. This can be a relationship, finally letting go of an ex, and whoops, the universe then gives you with a soulmate, okay? There's an offer coming, waiting to come in. It's coming fast. I'm getting a lot of fast energy here. You just need to put your hands in the air and surrender to what's coming. Don't be defensive. Don't fight it. Allow what is needing to happen in the right time, in the right order, because it's coming in pretty fast. So Spirit is saying, ready, buckle up, because it's coming in. And it's going to lead to feeling a lot more stable, feeling a lot more happier in your life. It could be from a fair-headed lady to a man that's got auburn hair. It could be a love offer, a romantic offer, or just someone who is a very kind and loving person. It could be a coach that comes in to coach you so that you can go into some kind of job that this person will coach you to make money, something like that. Everyone's different, but it's like it starts off slow and goes pretty quick. The minute you let go, the minute you surrender and allow the situation to work its way through. Okay, so there's a lot of patience here, and allowing and opening yourself up, opening up your heart and your energies, and having trust and faith that at the right time this is going to happen. This is a yes, definitely. Okay, thank you and goodbye. Pile number 4, right? Okay, so I'm getting so you chose the rose quartz, you can't see it, it's over there. There's some kind of truth coming in here. There's definitely a flash or insight or realization. Maybe in February you just finally see something. No more illusions. Pile number 4, no more illusions. And then you may have been waiting. You've been delayed because of something. Maybe you're waiting for a signal from someone or a sign. But it feels like it's time to take charge of a situation. This could be ending one emotional cycle to bringing out another one, having some kind of celebration. We've got 2 cards of celebration next to each other, so you could be celebrating something in the month of February. Maybe it's Valentine's Day, asking someone else, having someone ask you out. Maybe it's an engagement. There's definitely a celebration coming up for you, and this is after a time of grief, of sadness, of loss, of slight depression. There's a past related to this. It could be an ex-lover coming back, an old friend. It's also really about childhood friends, childhood nostalgia, maybe dealing or healing some kind of childhood issues. There is a feeling of working really hard, investing time and energy into something, and finally having it pay off. Now, it doesn't have to pay off from the same thing, but having a payoff, a change, new job perhaps, looking in a new direction and finally seeing something pay off, okay? But you had to learn lessons, you had to cut through the illusions, okay? You've had some anxiety, you've definitely had a lot of depression, but I feel like something weighed you down, and so you needed to move forward from something. Perhaps you've waited. Again, there's this energy of stagnation, of waiting to make a decision, to decide what was next. Maybe the universe hasn't allowed something to come into your life because you needed to really think hard and clear as to what it is that you actually want. Again, we've got this illusions, taking step, having this pioneer spirit, action, to drive you into a new situation. But there's some kind of truth that has to come through forward. It could also be the truth may be something like you need better boundaries to make something happen. But it does feel like some kind of truth sets you free, cuts through the illusions, and allows you to see your situation as what it needs to be. Something that weighs you down needs to go so that you can make way for something better. Okay? I kind of feel like this is a maybe. It's not a strong yes or a strong no. It does feel like it's a maybe, and obviously because there is celebration coming in. It could be a birthday month. Sorry, it's my son in the background. And it does feel like it's up to you to put your boundary up and to set some kind of truth, so the truth will set you free. So when you see the truth, when you've made a decision, I feel like this will turn into a yes. Or a no if you are holding onto something that is not really worth your time, energy, and effort. Only you can answer that. Okay, so this is a maybe. And yeah, I suppose when you see the truth, you might make a different choice. Thank you and goodbye.